Hello, Groove Nation. David Lemon here with another show and tell for GroovePages. So, in case you created your sites, you put in the hard work of getting them up and running, and you are looking for somebody to actually give their feedback, to tell you what they're thinking, or what you need to change, what you need to be careful of, any pointers and tips, then this is basically the time where you can share your sites and get feedback on them. If you are new to the group, welcome, first of all. And second of all, on Wednesdays, we do GroovePages show and tell videos where we actually come on live. We ask you guys for your links that you can share over here in the comments as other users did. And then basically, I just turn on the camera, come live, click on those links, and then review the site and tell you what I think about it. But we will change this today. We will not do like a complete boring review. We will spice it up for today and probably for the next couple of times, because I'm not alone today. So I would like to introduce you to somebody else that is joining our team. And this is the Groove Girl, Mrs. Brittany Mills. She is here with us.
Hello, everyone. I'm excited to help David review you guys' sites today. So let's get grooving.
Awesome. So Brittany just recently joined our team, and she is going to be doing also video trainings at a certain time. We just want to get her slowly rolled into the community vibe manager role, to be helping you guys, to be assisting with building out pages. She has built her own pages, and she also put them here in the show and tell. I believe it was one of the first show and tells. So she was where you are now. So don't be worried. When we review these sites, when we give feedback, we are not doing that for the reason to shame you. We're doing it for the reason to give you pointers, tips, and to make your business grow bigger, better, faster. So I will just jump into the comments and see who is with us today. So I can see Melissa is here. Hi, David and everyone. Eldon is watching us on YouTube. Darcy is here. Good morning from sunny Vegas. Christine Case. Hello, David and everyone. Keisha Fox is saying good morning all. Joel is here. I have a Facebook user. So in case this is you, please head over to streamyard.com/Facebook. This will actually allow me to see your name and your profile picture, so that we can communicate with you together in case you have any questions, so that we can point it out to you like that. And then it was a bit of a, like, both of these banners are a bit too much, don't you think?
Definitely
But
get the point across.
yes, that's what I wanted to do. Alicia's here saying hello, Groove Girl. Awesome.
Hey,
Hi, Brittany. Hi, Brittany. Hi, Brittany. Hello, Brittany Mills. Everybody is happy that you are here with us.
I'm
Awesome.
very happy to be here.
So, if you are new, guys, in case you're watching us live and you are new, you haven't been with us on these show and tells before, I just want to show you what we actually do and how the process of this works. So I have a list over here, and this is a short list of things I usually go through whenever I'm creating my sites, or whenever I'm creating client sites, or whenever I'm reviewing your sites. Every page needs to have a goal, and then one of the things that we are doing in these review type videos on Wednesday is to go through to see the goal and rank the trust factor from 1 till 10. This is just my opinion, or now Brittany's opinion as well. Would I or would she trust the site if she would come to the site, and why not? Or why yes and why not? So we give like a score in between 1 and 10, so that you can actually know what to improve on. And yeah, basically trust factor is big one. In case you just come to a site which has a heading and a buy button, would you actually go in there? There's a factors that can change this completely. The answer could be yes, the answer could be no, and some people we will just mention what we think about it. Then the design, again, score from 1 till 10, and then also pointers on what to improve so that it's better, maybe colors, maybe different images, maybe spacing, maybe sizing, things like this, which can make or break your website and your business as well. Brandability, this is something I came up with. Most of the times, or sometimes it is not very relevant. Sometimes niche websites cannot be branded to be huge, huge websites, and also small affiliate sites. But if in case we see a business or a domain or a logo or something that is really really brandable, we just score it from 1 to 10, and we basically give our opinion of why. And then number 5, sum up actions to take. We will go through your site one more time very quickly, say what is it that you need to do in case to quickly improve the design, the trust factor, and the brandability of your site. So that's it. I believe now everybody understands what we are trying to do on Wednesdays. And then I believe we are ready to go. Brittany, are you ready to start reviewing the sites?
Let's get into it.
Get into it. So, as this is something new for us guys as well, I never did this before with anybody. So what we will do is I will try to take one site and then ask Brittany to jump in to share her opinions, and then she will take another site and then she will share her opinion, and maybe I can jump in to share mine on the same site. But let's just try to do this one. I will take the first site that was posted here onto this post inside our Facebook group, inside the Facebook community. But during the meantime, in case you would like to have your site reviewed and you didn't post your links here to this post, just share them into the live stream. That is not a problem. Just put the links into the comment section of this live stream, and then we can click on it after we are finished with this list over here. So bulldoggear.groovepages.com/master. Okay. Good. Indigenous motivational keynote speaker, empowering and motivating your youth and communities. Carlin D. Nordstrom. I cannot speak. Carlin D. Nordstrom. Presentations can be customized, building communities, empowering people, strengthening families. Okay, so what I am doing now is just having a look at what the site is about. I believe this is a person that has some types of coaching or programs where he comes and speaks with people, with adults and children. And this website is for actually booking the keynote speaker. So for that purpose, the site is looking very good. Let's just have a look at the video. Okay. Okay, so immediately I don't like that there is no slider over here, because um, on a sales videos, this type of a player is good, that you cannot slide into to different parts of the page. But this is about an motivational keynote speaker. So if somebody wants to go in and then just have a look at what the topics are that he and how he actually um, presents himself and how he creates these keynotes, it would be good if it allowed us to just jump in to see. This video could be 5 minutes, 6 minutes long, 10 minutes long. It's just maybe good to see how long that is. But if we just start with our review here, we have the goal, which is very clear from the beginning. We can book this keynote speaker. What I would like to see, maybe a call to action button here after the video, because this shows up on smaller screens. It will be the button will not be visible immediately. So maybe here at the first part, in the first block, there could be a call to action. I can see that there's a schedule call button over here, which transfers us below to the comments, or the contact part, but maybe to put just below the video a call to action button. and then another button over here that could be working a bit better, I believe. So the goal is clear. We can contact this motivational speaker, and we can book a presentation with him. We can schedule a call, and we can have him do presentations, which is awesome. So the goal is here. The goal is clear. Let's just go on to the step number 2, which is the trust factor. The trust factor is a score from 1 till 10. So I will ask Brittany. Brittany, what do you think about the trust factor of this website? Would you, in case you would come onto this website and you are looking for a motivational speaker, would you actually book something or somebody from here?
Well, a couple of things that I look for is, who are you? What's your name? Um, what's your background? So is there a about us or about me there anywhere?
That's a good point. I don't see it. No, there are a couple of images over here about what they are doing, but I don't see an about me or about us section. Um, there are like features of what he can help with, but there is not much about him. Maybe it is explained in the video, but not everybody will see the video.
Yeah, so kind of like about me would probably explain, okay, who are you? Who are you? What's your experience? What have you done in the past? And that would help me book a call, I think.
Absolutely, I agree with this one. I wouldn't even see it. This is why it's good to have somebody else with me on these calls, because I can express my opinion, but I miss some things that some other people can maybe very simply and very quickly see. So I would never think about this about me at the first time, because I see that this site is trustworthy. I see that this person is working with other people, that he is doing all kinds of different activities. He has education and presentations and things like this. But absolutely, what Brittany said about me section would make it more clear, make it more apparent that this is you, this is somebody that is working with adults, with young children, so that would be very easy to understand from there. For this one, Brittany, what score would you give from 1 till 10 for this website?
Um, I see reviews, so I think that's good. At least there's that aspect of it. And we see lots of pictures of him, of the speaker. So it's showing who he is. So I'd probably eight, 9.
Hmm. I was thinking 9, 10 as well, because the site is very, very clearly done, very clearly constructed. So there's a video, there are call to actions, there's a lot of images, there is uh, like nothing is showing, nothing is pointing that this site is spammy, and then the call to action is very uh, how to say, they're not asking a lot from you. They're asking to contact them. They're not asking for you to purchase anything, nothing to sign up for a newsletter or something like that. It's just a contact page. So if you have a look at what value can you get and what you're asking for your customer to do, I believe it is the trust factor is very high, either 9 or 10, um, which is a very good. In case immediately on this sales page there would be a call to action that I need to buy something, or they're asking me to buy something, it would not be the trust factor would immediately fall down to lower scores, because there's clearly not enough information for me to proceed with something. But if this is just a contact, absolutely very, very, very high on the trust factor list. So the design, Brittany, would you have any design pointers for this one?
So he kind of similar to me, where I like to break out the colors of the headings. So I actually like that. Um, I would maybe, if can you scroll down a little bit, maybe these pictures with there's a lot of text there. So I'm wondering if there's any way to break that out somehow, to make it make people draw their eyes to what are like, if those are the points or the things that you're trying to do with the people you're trying to book, like what are the main points? Because people are scrolling, sometimes they don't have time to read those what's under there, so kind of drawing their eye there would be good for me. Sorry, that's London screaming. So
Absolutely. No, I agree. What I'm missing over here, and this is usually in the blocks, in the pre-made blocks, whenever you're using these featured blocks. Let me just have a new page opened over here. And whenever you are pulling in a feature blocks, where is it? Am I missing something? Let me just have a look. So over here, for example, this one. These are features basically that have an image or an icon, a title or a heading, and a description. So on this site over here, we're missing a title. We're missing something to catch our attention. It immediately goes into the description, and we don't know what it is about. So to know what it is about, we would need to read through everything. I know that it says over here with Carlin, so schedule a call with Carlin to discuss customizing a message for your school. This is good, but like if it is broken up in separate sections like this, maybe it is good idea to add on these kinds of titles just to know what he can help us with. um I like the separation of heading and the block, and it is very clear to follow for the eyes. Each section is like, I like to say that each section or each block is like a page in a notebook or in a book. So whenever you're reading one page, you have to go to a different one to continue reading. It is still about the same thing, but it's a new kind of a chapter. So this type of separation is very, very nicely done on this site. I like that Terence, I believe he was following my video where we created these blobs. So I like that he used these blobs in on the website. So for the design, I would rank it as 7, and this is because you have your brand colors and you have your colors over here. So this kind type of green and blue, they go really nicely together. But then there's a lot of gray, this type of gray, and then other type of gray, and like there's too many different variations. So for example, a button over here has a dark outline of blue, but over here it has an outline of gray, and it looks strange because it is looking like a completely different button. I don't know. What do you think about this, Brittany?
yeah, I would be the same. I when I'm doing buttons, I normally just copy from the one I created at the beginning and just copy it down throughout the page so that I can make sure it's the same color and the same outline and the same text too, because if you notice there's kind of different text there going on too. So
Mhm. Yes. So this is what I wanted to mention. The next one. So when you have a call to action button, like a schedule a call, and over here, schedule a call. What I would do is keep these buttons the same. However, in case you are talking about different education, and then like if somebody wants to learn more about this, don't use the same type of style button, because people kind of get used to seeing this button is for call to action, for schedule a call. What I would do here is just do in this type of a blue color, learn more text link. So what I would do over here is just come over here to the elements. Where is my link? Here we go, text link, and I will pull in a text link like that and do just learn more, and maybe arrow at the end, something like learn more, and people know that this is a button because when they hover over it, they can see it. You can also do a bit more bolded text. So it's not drawing the people's attention. In case they want to learn more, they can easily click the learn more button. However, the design of the buttons for a call to action, I believe it needs to stay relevant and the same across the whole page. So that, and I would try to put multiple columns for the reviews. I would put a 2-column review section over here, and this is for only for the reason to not have to scroll so low on the page to read all these are huge, these are big blocks of text, and it would look better if there is multiple options at the in the same horizontal line available, so you can either read 3 of them at the same time. You can see them something like this on the page, that you actually read the reviews in a horizontal way and not stacked up on top of each other. So on the mobile you will need to scroll a lot down to get to the contact section of the page. um, this contact section is nice. It is using one of the pre-made blocks, but I feel sometimes that this type of a map is just too big. I don't know. It's just too tall, and it's looking strange. So what I like to do is I like to use the different blocks. This is something completely up your preference, and I don't want to question that. But your sections previously on this page were quite small and quite on point. So look at this block over here. It is very small, very on, like, you can see the whole block on the page. But over here on the contact form, you actually need to scroll up and down to see the whole block because of the map. So sometimes it is good to use different type of solutions, so that, for example, the whole uh, contact form on this side is not as tall and as the map, or maybe the map is smaller so that your contact form can be also a bit smaller. But all in all, I really like the page. Very nice. Even if you would just scroll through as we did, you would understand what it talks about. So very good job with that. Do you have anything to add on, Brittany, on the design?
Nope, I
Yeah.
agree.
So brandability from 1 till 10. The brandability of this site is unknown because I don't know what he is planning to do, and I don't know there is no logo, there is no domain yet, so I will just skip over this one. And a lot of these motivational speakers do personal brands, so you can brand this to be a well-known person in your small community. You can do a well-known person in your state, in your country. It's like you can go as big as you want. You can also keep it to your niche. Like if he is talking about motivating youth and communities, he could be maybe the go-to person for this topic itself. So I'm not able to comment. There is no visual aspects of branding except the colors. The brand colors are over here. So other than that, I'm not able to comment. So we'll just skip over it. So sum up actions to take. What I would suggest on this page is to, as I mentioned at the beginning of it, to try to put a button over here, so that when you are watching from a smaller type of device, you can see the button over here. Most of the devices will not show the button. Most of the devices will show it like this. But in case you put it a bit higher up on the page, you will like people watching on the mobile will immediately be able to see what you're asking them to do. um, this section is nice. I would just suggest maybe putting in titles. um, is exercise a part of your routine, and then just bold this one or make it a bit bigger so that it is like a title, and then over here and over here you can add on something else. um, Absolutely what Brittany said, add on an about me section. Like this is one of the first things people will be asking you. Like, I see you have a lot of images, but who are you? Why should I listen to you? Why should I know, like, and trust you? This is something that people cannot decide sometimes without you telling them. Most probably you are talking about that one inside the video, but maybe you need to actually put it in a written version as well. Buttons, change up the buttons a bit, and then in case you have a learn more section, maybe try to use the links or a different styled button, so that people know that the blue button is just to contact this person. What else? Yeah, I would suggest to experiment with putting in reviews into columns. That could look, I believe, better, and then try to use a smaller, like a narrower block for the maps. That could work a bit better. That's basically it. Do you have anything else to add, Brittany?
No, that was a great review
That's it.
of the
Perfect.
site.
Thank you very much. So, Terence, very good job with the build. I didn't go into the mobile view of the site, but I will just leave it out. I've seen that some other people gave you some feedback on that one, so we'll just leave it at that. So, Brittany, are you happy to take on Syed and his lovelywedding.com site?
Let's get started.
Perfect. So let's just have a look first what this site is about. Okay.
All right, looks like a wedding site. We are getting married. Yay. So the colors look to be white, red, like a, sorry, tan color or peachy color.
Yeah. Um, just a side note, I had my website created as well when I was getting married, and it was awesome. Nobody signed up to the contact page. Like, no, actually, one person signed up to a contact page, but it was not meant for that. What I did with a website for wedding is put up a gallery after the website, but yeah, I really like this kind of style for a website. Very simple, very on point. And it's just, I believe this could be done as a template. I don't know if he is planning to use this as a template, but it is absolutely a gorgeous site. So, Brittany, what do you
Yes, I
think
think
about
I
the
like
goal
it.
of this site is?
Um,
Let me just scroll a bit lower just for you
I
to
think it's
see.
clear. I think it's we are getting married. Who is it? What date it is? And that's a picture of them too. That's very nice. Um, and then let's see. Okay. So what I guess my question is where are those Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn buttons going to? Are those going to them,
So these are
their
not
page,
LinkedIn. These are not
or because
LinkedIn
I
yet.
see them all over? Is that linked to each of those bridesmaids and groomsmen?
So at this moment, there is no links set up with these icons over here. So
And they're not
we'll,
yet.
yeah, I believe it's not set
So
up
I
yet.
guess so. So normally wedding sites they have like a little blurb about each groomsman or each bridesmaid. So maybe this is in place of that to kind of learn more about each person.
Yes.
So
So
that's interesting.
what I was thinking is when you come to a site like this one, the call to action button is different than on a page where you are selling, but you are still asking them to do something. Why would you otherwise have a website created just for a show? So when you have a contact form like what is here at the bottom of the page, you this is your call to action. So you are actually inviting people and you are hoping for them to respond. So what you would need to do, in my opinion, to make this goal a bit clearer, I would in if I would be you, I would put here a piece of text. Okay, I believe Brittany is having some connection issues. I would put here a piece of text which is saying, you're invited to our wedding, please RSVP, or please let us know if you're coming, with a button RSVP or something like that. That is something that I would suggest. Let's bring Brittany in. There we go. We lost you there for a second. Um, so yeah, just a call to action, maybe with a text and the button like you're
You know,
invited. you can come.
Internet
Oh,
and the kids are on school.
yeah. It's, it's the stars are not aligning for today. But all in all, a beautiful site. I really like the style and everything. The goal could be a bit clearer because there's a call to action on the bottom of the page, but to get to the bottom of the page, it would be nice if you give the visitors immediately some type of a notice of what you actually want them to do on this site. So that is what I think. Okay, so the trust factor, Brittany, what would you say about the trust factor of this site? Oops, this one.
I say I trust it, especially if it's being sent to people that know me. Then I know,
Absolutely.
okay.
That's what I wanted to say. So for these types of sites, you will be sending to the people that are invited. Like the call to action is you are invited. So it doesn't matter how the site looks like. This looks very nice. Uh, but even if you would have designed something not as good looking as this one, I believe it would be still successful because you're sending this link to the people that you are actually inviting, and that you know. So that is not very important in this one, but I absolutely trust this site. And even if I would not know the people, I would leave my details because the call to action they are asking us to do is just to reply to contact them that we are coming is is a great value because you will be invited basically to a wedding with food, drink, and dancing and party and fun, and you just need to give your email address and just a message, are you coming or not? So that is great. um I would give it a score of 10 because these types of sites are not sales sites, so the trust factor is not measured as on the other pages. What do you think about the score for this one, Brittany?
I agree.
Yeah. So the design, I will leave Brittany go into this one. She already started talking about the colors about the design.
Yeah, so
Mm,
I like the design. I like the colors of it. Um, I guess
I'm not quite sure. We are getting a bit of
um,
connection issues.
I
Um,
guess make sure that it's in line. Can you hear
mm,
me?
yeah, the line is breaking up. So what you're saying is that the colors are were chosen. They are nicely laid out on the whole page, I believe. They are following a brand style guide with red and this type of I don't even know what
Mhm.
this color is. It's like a color of a skin, or some people call it like a
Yeah,
bright
and
peach color.
then I was saying when they add a call to action up at the top,
Yeah, go ahead. I
yeah, so the call to action, just make sure it flows with.
Mhm. So I believe we will be keeping the communication with with the live stream a bit shorter between Brittany and me because there's a small delay when answering when she is responding to questions. So maybe I can take this over and review this site. So what I think about the design is I would give it a score 10, and for the reason because they are just following a nice blocks are nicely designed. The colors are on point, and the images, even the images have this nice border with the shadows behind it. What I don't like is the shadow behind the text. This is not quite needed on this page. I believe it is just giving it a bit black, um, like a darkness in the text. I believe this should be a bit, like, it doesn't have to be there, or it needs to be a bit more soft shadow on the text over here on these headings. Otherwise, beautiful site, beautiful images, and I really love the comment section. This comment section was taken from, I believe, he got this idea from the video which I did on getting a launch, like a PLF type of product launch formula style of website. There I showed how to embed a comment section on the page, and I really like it for this purpose. You can just comment so that other visitors of the page will see it as well, and it looks great and it works. However, I would not use it like a comment section over here, which is a contact section, and over here, like a comment section, it is like too close to each other. Maybe you can use a contact section as a separate block somewhere up here, and then on the bottom of the page a comment section, just to see, because here people need to enter their name and email, and here they don't have to. So maybe they will just reply over here, yes, I'm coming, or something like that, and they will absolutely skip over the privacy policy in case they have the option to. So I believe this could be something that could be just done. For the brandability, I'm not quite sure what the intent of this page is. If this is going to be working as a template, it absolutely works. Over here, I can see that this is an image. Maybe to just change this over and use a bit other type of a uh, other style, maybe text and some icons instead of this image, because in case you are using this as a template, not everybody can create these types of images with these types of fonts, with these types of illustrations. So what I would suggest is keep this type of image and in the background, but here on the side just type in text with the actual builder itself, with the actual GroovePages builder. That is something I would suggest. But for the brandability, I really cannot say, because if this is a template, it will be working absolutely nicely. So sum up actions to take. Type in here, you are invited. Please let us know if you're coming, with a button. I believe that could make it easier for people to understand the point of the website immediately. I would see if you it would be good if you could make the shadows a bit softer, because the shadows on the text over here is a bit too strong and it makes the text darker. It just doesn't look as good as it could be. Photography section, this is beautiful. This one is nice. I don't know if we need a LinkedIn profile from a groomsman. And like, I don't see that being used. Maybe Facebook, but yeah, that's just my opinion. And then over here, the you're invited contact form with the accept privacy policy, which unfortunately doesn't do much. And then the comment section below, maybe you would need to just move this away, because they can just type in here, yes, I'm coming, and you will never receive an email about that. So try to either move this comment section or something like that, or put this a bit up over here. That's what I would suggest. So Brittany, we lost you there for a second. I believe there were connection issues.
Internet.
Yeah,
Is the feedback better though? Can you hear me?
it is good now. Yeah,
Okay.
awesome. So I believe we did this site. Brittany, do you have anything to add? Any pointers that the creator of this site could have? You created also a very nice, very minimalistic looking site. Let me just open it here.
I changed it. I don't think it's the same right now.
Let's have a look. The Groove Girl. Oh, but it's still nice. Here we go,
Yeah.
guys. So this is the GrooveGirl.com site. Brittany was bringing her site for a show and tell previously, and as you can see, she's also using a red, gray, and white for her pages. It looks pretty simple, pretty clear, and it is not crowded at all. Like when you open the site, you can see it very nicely what this is about. There's I really like that the titles don't have shadows on it. In case you want to make something really pop out, you can use shadows, but not. I wouldn't use it on each and every heading on the page. That's something I wanted to point out too. So, all in all, very good job. I believe we are ready to go to the next page from Moira. Moira was also on our previous show and tell, I believe, a week or 2 weeks ago, and she created this site after watching one of the getting started with email marketing or something like that. I created a training on it, and in this training I created a similar looking site or a page to this one using a template, and Moira really took it on the next level and created something even better, something even more awesome. So let's just have a look what Moira is selling or creating over here. Selling with Heart Academy. Okay. You want to increase your profits without being pushy. You worry that you aren't a natural salesperson and you want to be able to sell without selling. um, Stop avoiding the sales conversation and take action by following the 7 steps in conversation. Okay, so immediately I believe that this is a too much of a text at the beginning um, of the session. I'm not quite sure if this would be something that is promoted, like sending people to this landing page, or if this is the next step when somebody signed up to your list already. But if this is used as a landing page where you send traffic to from Facebook ads, I believe this heading and the subheading is a bit too long. In case you use this page as a second page in your flow, like somebody signed up to get your freebie and then they visit this page, I believe this could be working because the people are already familiar with what you are selling, with what you're doing, with what you can help them with. So that is just something I think. What do you say, Brittany, on this one?
Yeah, immediately I don't know, yeah, like you're saying, where it's coming from. How did I get to this page? And basically, in the header, I'm looking for the logo and the contact me information, all of those things. So yeah, like David's saying, like how are we getting to this page? Because that may help with that.
Yes. So the look of the page, the brand, colors, and things like this are really nice. Um, yeah. So Mora is saying over here that this is the next step after they have taken the free download. So this is a very good thing, Moira. Then you can use these types of headings. Otherwise, it needs to be short, on point, and very snappy so that it catches the people's attention. But once you caught their attention and you sent them to somewhere else, this page is absolutely great to have.
So is this the thank you page then? Like, so they've downloaded it. Is this the thank you that they've downloaded it, or is this a
So I believe Moira is not doing a thank you page. Maybe she did a thank you page or a thank you pop-up. But what I believe this page is, she is using it as a sales page, because she is talking about sign me up now. I believe she has this Selling with Heart Academy, and she is giving the opportunity immediately after the freebie, after downloading the freebie, to sign up for this academy. So that's just my thinking. I'm not quite sure, but this is something that I believe. Um, yes, I'll just Oh, okay. So no, this is a follow-up. This is a follow-up, Moira says. Okay, that's
Okay.
good. So let's just review the trust factor. The trust factor is high because it is matching your previous pages, Moira. So I will rank it as 10 because if somebody already got your freebie, they know, like, and trust you. So this is again a different style. It is not a proper sales page, but because it's following the same principles, you are showing up over here. You have beautiful images, beautiful um like illustrations, or how to say, graphics for your program, and also reviews
Mhm.
from customers. I believe the trust factor is immediately higher when somebody sees this page. um, is there anything to add on this one, Brittany, or do you have something that to add on?
Um, mm, so this is getting into the course. Is there? I'm trying to read it. So that how conversations will that convert? Help me. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so that kind of tells what's in the book, or in the course. I'm sorry. Okay, so that's what I was looking for. Like what's involved in the course.
Yeah, so Moira says, I did a thank you page and this is the sales page for a mini course. Awesome. So mini courses are a very good idea. And whoever has a course, I believe mini courses sell, or not only sell, but these are something that people like they love mini courses. They immediately, from the word mini course, they know that it is short, it is on point, and if you give them a very good headline, a very good hook, learn how to do XYZ in this short mini course, like you give them something that they will know, like, in this mini course it is short, and I will learn this. They love this. If you say this is a 7 DVD and 3 book course, they would be like, oh my god, it's so much work. But mini courses are an awesome idea, just as a side rant. So design, 1 till 10. What would you say at the design of this page, Brittany?
Scroll down some. I guess to me, especially that first part, it's kind of jumbled to me. So if we could do some more separation there.
How do you
Um,
mean jumbled?
so as it, I noticed with some pages you have, like I guess the previous page you know that this is a section, this is a section, this is a section, this is a section. So I guess I'm kind of missing that in this first part. But then when you scroll down, she does go into different colors for the testimonials and things like that. And then there's a white space there, so maybe that was intended for something else. Not sure, but kind of breaking the page up a little bit, getting some of that white space out.
Absolutely. She's saying I'm having problems with the formatting. So I'm not sure if this is showing up on my screen only, Mora, with this white part over here, or this is also showing up on other people's mm, like on their screens. Um, this is exactly what I wanted to say. As Brittany mentioned, it is a bit too much at the same time. It's like crushed together, all this text without any separation. So I know, because that's like I can see it. I believe this is one block over here, then this is another block over here, then this is another block, or separate containers. So you can move these either containers or blocks away from each other. uh, Even if you leave out like a 2 3 4 rem of space between on top and bottom, it would look better. It would be more clean, more easy to follow for the eyes. When you open this page, there's text. There's a lot of text at the same time immediately. So maybe just move them, space them out a bit on the page. What what I noticed as well is that the buttons, I would put the red part like to be the background, but the text color to be white, because the text color is a darker yellow, which is not standing out as much as it could be. So if you want, you can add on a hover effect, and this is done this way. I will show you quickly. So I'll just remove this over here. Oops, this. just remove everything and start from an empty block like that, and I'll put on a bottom. I'm pretty sure you know Moira, but I'm showing this for people that are watching this. So mm, buy my course or something like that. Okay, this is now the text on my bottom, and what I would do is I would put it as a red color. So maybe let's just do this maybe like that. And if you put it on a dark yellow, oops, not this one, but text. If you put the text to some type of dark yellow, it doesn't stand out. But if you put it back to white, it immediately looks better because it is like a flashing into people's eyes. So this is something I would suggest maybe to change the colors of text on the button itself as well here. And I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure about this white space and why this is here. Maybe this was intended for some other content, or if you don't need it, maybe just delete this block. I believe this is a block or margin. This could be a margin, and this happens whenever you are using these these drag handles. If you're using these drag handles, this part on the top will be white. So let me show you what I mean by this. I will put a background color on the block itself. As you can see here, now this is my block, but if I move it using the drag handle on the top, it will leave white space if I move it using the drag handle. So maybe you don't need to use this one, but it is jumping around. It is getting a fix very soon though. So try to use the spacing option and then the pop-up and the margins here so that it is not leaving this white space in between the blocks. So this is about design. I would rank the design as I really like the colors. This color is the same as this color and this color and this color, and then she has yellow and she has green on some parts. It is not too hard to see. It is not like into your face with all kinds of flashy the colors, but it needs a bit of more spacing in between, and it looks great. Absolutely. Anything to add, Brittany, on this one before I move on to the next section?
Yeah, so I would rank it probably seven, eight.
Hmm.
And once we can get some separation in here, I think it would look really good with the color. I like the colors, so all flows together.
Yes, I would also rank it 8, 9 for the design, but yeah, it's a very good way to to do your pages. Um, and now that we know that this is not like a freebie page or a sign up page, it has a different purpose. Um, brandability for this mini course, Selling with Heart Academy. She has a beautiful logo. She has her own type of creating graphics with her own brand colors.
Yeah.
Um, on this image, the text is a bit too thin and too small, so we cannot clearly see the text over here. In just 7 days, you will learn how to increase your confidence when it comes to selling, which you will see your profits skyrocket. Maybe this text needs to be a bit bolder, and try to pull your image over here in this corner, and then make the text a bit bolder and whiter so that it is actually readable on the page. But I like the professionally taken photos, and it looks good if you are doing your own branding for your company. Um, any other comments on this one, Brittany?
Nope.
Awesome. So, Moira, very good job. If you are stuck with the responsiveness, which I believe you said you are on a horizontal tablet, I believe you were saying that a part of it doesn't show good. Um, yes, some parts over here are not quite there, and also on here, as you can see, there's a bit uh, of things out of the way and not centered on here. I believe this is due to the drag handles. So just try to put everything back as they were as it was, and then use the spacing on the right hand side uh, for making these changes on there. I believe that will sort out your issues. So that was Moira Barnes. Good. Gio Azzarello. So I believe this is another wedding website. There's a lot of wedding websites recently. So capture your wedding 50% off. I want to get to know you. Okay. What a special date will be. How much more special will it be in 50 years?
Oh, so
Okay.
this is a video photographer, videographer, right?
Okay. I'm not sure. Well, I guess, yeah. High quality videos, memories that last forever, a la carte.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's someone who wants to take photos of, the beautiful wedding day.
Okay. Well, the site looks great. I really love these types of colors. These girly pinkish colors. They look good on these types of wedding websites, and
Mm-hmm.
it's just working. This is something that works, and it has been tested, and people like it. What I would improve is this could be used as a subheading, but I would like to see some type of a strong heading which says the wedding photographer that you've been waiting for, or something like
Mm-hmm.
that, so that it immediately people when they come, they see capture your wedding. I want to get to know you, and then they see this part over here. So maybe you just need a strong headline for it to actually say what you're doing. I can see that you're doing 4K high quality videos, but this like catching the attention immediately on the page would need to be done, I believe, so that the page has a clearer goals or clearer calls to action.
I
um
agree. I think some kind of headline that says if you're capturing the moment, making memories last forever, something like that, that already speaks to some of the text on your website will help people understand what they're coming here for.
yes, absolutely. um so I can see that this site is not quite ready yet. Okay, there's a package. Thank you for considering us. Here's a 50% discount. Okay. So these were connected. I believe this is using the one of the templates that we have the over here. I don't want to give out people's secrets, but I want to give also pointers to the people that want to create a similar looking site themselves. So let me just see. I believe this was one of these newer templates for the wedding website, I believe, or these yoga,
Mm-hmm.
one of these templates, but very very nicely done. You used a template that was not created 100% specifically for this reason, but you made it your own. Over here I believe the first template is the wedding template, but the second page over here was not created for that one, but you made it your own, and it is very good. um so the trust factor of this site, the goal is, we went over this one. The trust factor, I would
Mm-hmm.
rank it with I don't know, 8. um it is clear, it is concise, but there's not much where you talk about who are you, what's the company, what you did. There's supposed to be a gallery. Maybe you did like a video explanation about that, but who are you, why would I need to give you money, and my email details.
Yeah,
So
and even for videographers and photographers, they have a portfolio of past events. So maybe if this is your first event, just some photos you've taken would be helpful. Um, but I know when I was looking for photographers for my wedding, I was definitely looking at, okay, what kind of pictures have they taken before because it is a special day and people want to know that you're going to take care of them. So having that kind of proof there is very helpful also.
I completely agree. So when I had my wedding, we were looking for a photographer as well, and I was into photography myself, and the first thing that I was looking for is to see like works from the photographer itself. Then my wife, on the other hand, she was looking for reviews from the photographers. So these are the two things that will increase the trust factor a lot. Like knowing who you are, who you work with, and where you worked, examples of your work, and basically reviews what the people that you worked with are saying. So this is something that if you give people like on a silver platter on your website, they will not need to go out and look for this information. They will be happier and they will be able to decide much quicker if they want to hire you or not. So that's something I'm missing, and I believe this could be implemented here very, very easily. What I'm seeing that this is a paragraph. This is a paragraph. So the page is not quite done yet. So I believe this is still being developed. So in case you were thinking about it, very good. In case you were not, I believe this could be added on as an extra, or not an as an extra, but I believe this is necessary to have on a photographer's, videographers pages, reviews and previous work.
Mhm.
Um, so the design I would not change a lot. I really like the colors. It is really like easy on the eyes. um Only thing over here, this blue type of a cover or a color overlay on the background, it's making things hard to read. So blue and pink, they go well together, but not this way. So over here, either use white font or darker font so that it is visible, or use a white color overlay. um, I see like this blue goes nicely, but
I do
maybe
like the blue.
you do like the blue.
Yeah, but it could be used somewhere else. But yeah,
Yeah.
it is hard to see the text. So
This bright blue or faded blue, it looks good. So maybe this and the pink could be your brand colors, which you're using also on the other pages. Instead of this pink, I believe you could use the
mhm.
blue. The pink is, I believe, the color from the yoga template. So maybe if you want to follow your kind of a brand colors, you can use that kind of blue. It is it is going to be looking a bit better than this one. So for the design, I really don't have a lot much to say. The design is using the templates, and the templates are beautiful. Maybe just to this is something I'm not picky about it, but here there's a lot of rounded corners, and the buttons are rounded over here, as you can see here. Here as well, the images are rounded, and over here everything is square. So here there's a little bit of rounded corners over here as well. But if you want to have the same styling, try to keep this styling on your previous page, or the previous page's styling on this page, so that in case you have rounded buttons, then use the rounded buttons. In case you have rounded containers, use the rounded containers. That's just something I would suggest. But this is going.
Another
Yeah.
sorry, another thing on this page I noticed the pinks in the header and the footer, are those different or is that just my screen?
Oh, it could be F0918. Yeah, it's different. It's different color. Absolutely. And then I believe this is also a different color on the F2A. F2A. So these are the same colors, but this is a different type of pink. Oops. Yeah. Yeah. So very good eye. I would never go into a discussion about colors with girls. Like they can see the teeniest details. So if you say this is a different color, I completely agree. Oh my god! And the names of the colors, these are just like, this is not teal. This is, oh my.
Yeah, well, that color picker is very good. I use it a lot. So Yeah.
Yeah, no, but whenever I had a discussion with any kind of girl, like my wife or my sister or my mother, with friends of mine, it's like girls and colors, they have names for each and every shade of it. And I was like, yeah, like a bright blue, this is not bright blue, this is cloudy, or I don't know. It's like, okay, yeah, whatever. But yeah, this is something girls see, and I believe these kinds of wedding websites, if they have different colors, they will be, from the lady's perspective, they will be like, hmm. So
Yep. So just use that color picker Chrome extension and just get those codes so you can use the same color throughout.
absolutely. So brandability, there needs to be a bit more branding. There's no logos, there's no
Mhm.
anything over here, so I think we can skip over this one and go to the sum up actions to take. um, the call to action over here, a bit stronger heading is needed over here. Um, what else? Um, yeah, as we said, the sections for gallery or showcasing your work, and as well um, reviews. So I can see you have two reviews here. They're not very visible. This is the next point in the design, but add on more, like more, 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 more. The more reviews you give, the bigger the trust will be. In case this is some of your first sites, just do some either free work, or and then get the reviews, um, or just, yeah, just do some work before putting up the reviews. Try to leave out the review section in case this is not your work. Don't use somebody else's work, um, like somebody else's reviews on your page, because that could get you in trouble. But on this section, on this block, the color overlay needs to be either white, or the color of the text needs to be changed, because it's not, like, not matching.
Yep.
Again, as Brittany said, the Hawkeye, the colors, try to match the colors, and if you want, you can use the same blue color styling from that lower block as your colors of these, instead of these pink colors. I believe this would be work nicely. So shiftvision.groovepages.com, I believe this is now done. Kevin Strite, 4steps.nextcoaches.com. Okay, 40% of marriages end in divorce. Most couples report arguing over sex, money, or kids. You don't need to be that statistic. Learn how to get a positive benefit from every argument in your relationship. Um, Good. That's actually something I would probably purchase, not because I'm going into arguments, just because I want to win the arguments. Um, but yeah, um, I can see that this page is still being developed with the different colors and the spacing on the page. I believe this is an outside container as well. Oh no, this was built in GroovePages. Good. This looks good, and this is why I had to check. Like, oh my god, this little tiny container over here, it looks great.
Yeah, I like
Um,
that.
there is a thing missing, and this is a button. Like, I believe it just lost styling. I can see my mouse when I hover over it that it is actually there, but I believe the styling was lost. This is something that was happening more and more recently, and there is a fix coming into the builder soon. Um, yeah, and users are seeing why is the button missing. So let's just see the goal of this page. The goal of this page is to download the copy.
Download.
Yes, so download the copy today. Um, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. These kind of dividers, or this kind of, it's like separating the sections of text, which is good. It's good to have some separation of content on the page when we have a completely white background, but if you are separating everything and then only your call to action is almost at the bottom of the page, or almost at the end of the page, is, I don't know, it needs to be at least a button, get rid of something.
Aren't there a couple of templates that this would fit in? I'm not sure why the page was made this way, but I know that there's a couple of templates in there that let you do like the ebook download or something that puts all of the call to action and what this is about right beside each other. So you have the um, 40% of marriages end in divorce. Download this copy of this book today. And there's a copy of the book next to it with the download form, I think it is. So I think that could be like a template they could use and just move over some of the information.
This is something I would use. This template is
Yeah.
what I would use for this purpose, and you are correct. I believe this was a custom made page, like the person that created it did himself. Um, but I completely agree with you. Something like this, it is like, it is statistically proven that these type of design works better. I really am not sure about these, like, it has a purpose of putting out and making things important on the page and also separating the other content, but it is not a way, not a style of a page people are used to seeing. This is something that people are used to seeing, and they purchase a lot more from these types of pages. And it already has the call to action buttons in there. You just put in your text. If you don't want these like reviews, you can delete it. But absolutely, you're correct, Brittany. This is something I would use. You can put here the mock-ups of your products as it is visible over here, and maybe have, instead of this sign up and download form embedded on the page, maybe you can use this one and then have the button open a pop-up. When you click it, it opens a pop-up where you can put in your details and then download the, the product you're offering. You're completely right, and I agree with you. That could be a better solution for a page like this. So goal is okay. It's there. It's very low on the bottom of the page. Download your copy today, but we're missing a bit more explanation. Like, for example, in case you would use this page, it would be what Brittany said. Um, um, it would need to start with a call to action, I believe, in order for to hook in the people. Um, okay, so he's saying immediately love that template, working on it now. Great feedback, awesome. So calls to action are usually something like this: learn how to do something, or find out why, or like getting people hooked in so that they read the rest of the page.
Yeah.
Um, Something like this would be needed with this type of a product or a page. And and this, like, arguing and sex, money, and kids, and ending relationships, this is a huge problem that you're solving. So maybe you can have your heading or headline about this huge problem that you're solving. um Yes, that is about the goal. The trust factor, I'm not quite sure about this one. I would rank it with 4 max. Um,
Yeah, I agree. It's just it's nothing here for me to go on with who's giving me advice about my marriage that they want to stop me from divorcing my husband. So
Maybe it's the husband that wants to have the divorce, and then he is creating the pain. So, um, absolutely. In case, Kevin, if you are, or in case you're creating for your client who is um, an expert in marriage counseling, or like relationship type of a business, I would probably have some reviews and about me section of why you are um, offering this download, why you are the person that is creating the page about this one, why should I trust you. um, maybe I can see that this is a Groove video. I'm not quite sure if it doesn't let me um, go out of it. Maybe you're talking about that in the video, but I'm not quite sure. With this type of a call to action inside the video, we cannot watch the video because this was how it was set up. But absolutely, there needs to be something more about yourself, something why you are doing it and why people should trust you. Definitely not a higher score than 4 on the trust factor, I believe. The design, it could be better, and we've seen already Kevin found this type of a page and he is working on it, so we'll not comment this design anymore because it will be changed. What I do suggest you to do, and I showed people, I can point it out again. There is a very easy way to create mockups, and with your image that you have here, we can create a mockup. And I believe this is in the gold nuggets in the Facebook group. Somebody from the users added that on. Create your bonus. I believe it was Art, DIYbookcovers.com. If you actually, let's just do it now. For I will not use this image for anything else. I just want to show you what you can do with it. So in case this is a book, you can just come over here and create a mockup with your image. So let's just drag this image over here. Hopefully it works. It didn't. Let's just choose it, upload. There we go. So now this is our image. Let's just come over here, step 3, and let's just download the image. Cool. So I downloaded in a JPEG, which now looks like this. So now this is how simple it was to create a book cover, and it looks like something that you can hold, that looks like something that you can grab and have in your hands. And these types of things sell better and are more desired than just a simple image that you have here. So if you want, you can do this, diybookcovers.com/3D mockups. I will just copy this over inside the Facebook live stream, and this could make your cover or your product sell better and get downloaded better more times. So that's it. Let's just go on to the next one, brandability. Brandability for this type of thing is not very known because there is no logo, no brand name, no nothing.
Mhm.
So let's just leave this out for now. Um, And before we go on to actions to take, Brittany, do you have anything else to mention for the trust factor and the design of this page? Or
No, I think we
would
went over it. I think once he gets it in the new template and can get some of those standard, like his logo up, or sometimes people don't have logos for their businesses. So what I ended up doing was took the Groove Girl and just made something like put a little dot in between the Groove Girl. So if you don't have a logo or anything right now, you can just use your name or whatever your business is. That's what I did until I figure out what kind of logo I would like to use for my pages. But I think once he gets that, we can start trusting Kevin a little bit more on these sites.
absolutely, absolutely. Okay, so actions to take. I believe you already did the first action to change the template. You have already written out content which could work. I believe the strongest or the priority what you would need to do is have a very strong call to action, like a heading on that new template. Um, you have a very, very big problem, but you have to have a heading that immediately points on solving this problem and that your solution is solving that problem. And they have to have your solution in order to have that problem solved. So, this is how you could have more and more people listen to you, know, like, and trust you, and download what you are offering them, and also get them to give you their email address. And you have a simple 4-step plan. So I believe this is very good because people need a plan, people need a guide, people need a step-by-step system in order to get rid of their problems. You have that. You just need to like promote it or present it a bit better. I believe he had another page, which is a thank you page. Let's just go and have a look if he, yeah, so this is the normal thank you page. Let's just see, highly recommended resource. Take a second to check out this amazing offer. What is this? Fight course. Next coaches. Fight the best fight launches on October 1st, but you can pre-purchase today for um okay. This is a bit confusing because I don't know what this is. I wanted to download my product, but then there's a pop-up which I don't know what it is. Highly recommended resource. Take a second to check out this amazing offer. Again, heading doesn't say what this is about, what this is solving. It says it actually. What is this? An online course including 7 sessions detailing how you can learn to overcome and every argument in marriage. I don't know if this is the best way to promote your upsell, like getting in people's face in as an entry pop-up. Um, I believe you could do better job with a thank you page over here. Thank you. Click here click here for downloading your the product. However, check out this da 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 da, and you create an actual sales page, not a pop-up only, but a proper sales page for what you are offering in the pop-up. So this can go onto a proper page that is nicely optimized and with images, where you actually give it all to promote it a bit better. Here, as a pop-up, it looks kind of spammy, like I want to get to my product, but there is something immediately, something in my face, um, and asking me to purchase. So even if I click on this, it just transfers over to a purchase page. Um,
So do you suggest he puts it on that same page or have a link to go to it?
so I did a video on this one on thank you pages. It is visible inside the YouTube channel and also in Groove Digital Academy. You can find it also on support, but I created a full training on thank you pages and why they are important. And a lot of people just don't see thank you pages, how to create an effective thank you page using GroovePages. So this is the video I would suggest you to watch, Kevin. On the thank you page, you give your product, but this is one of the most anticipated pages on your site. In case somebody purchases something from you, they're waiting on the thank you page to tell them what's next. Or in case you just gave something out for free, then they're waiting for that page to tell them what they should do next or where they can download it. So as people are waiting for this page to load in, they are focused, they are waiting, they know what they want. But then you can create an offer on the thank you page itself. You created that, but using a pop-up. What I would suggest is have a look at that video. In there, I went and created 2 or 3 templates, or ways you can present it. And also I showcased a couple of different examples from bigger companies, how they do it. So I believe that would be a good step in case you have a look. And instead of on a pop-up, have that on a proper sales page or on a thank you page where you're actually selling your next offer. That would work better. Okay, so the call to action is when somebody clicks the page actually. So I would just leave a big bold button, download now, but that is up to arguments. That is just my preference. So, but very good. I believe now you will have a different styling of your pages once you go onto that template. So maybe you can look into creating your thank you page according to those templates as well, with the colors, with the things. So Jami Raphael, he came on to our last week's show and tell. He had a different page up, and he commented, "You really like to use images, I see." And he commented, "Target is mostly on Instagram. I would like to put his name instead of VSL. I went on the top right, but I did not it did not hold. What I am doing wrong in advance, thanks. Okay, so Jami is asking what he is doing wrong, and I would like to point out why I why I said you really like to use images. So when we click on this page, you can see it is on Thai. It is a Thai website, and it has these Thai characters, but we can simply translate it like that. And when we have a look at this page, it has a lot of images. And when I say a lot, look at the footer. It has a lot of images. So um, the site is pretty confusing and really hard to understand what the point it is. And with all these images, you cannot see the text. Like, you really simply miss this text. And if you click on the text, you are redirected to the Instagram page. So um and also, like, you would never guess, but here there is a call to action right here. um it's, I don't know. What I do suggest, as I did last time, Jami, please take a site or have a look at a site that does similar things what you are trying to do, and follow that type of a style. um I don't know why a page that has one video and so many images doesn't have any content. You can create a free site, you are promoting Groove, but I don't think that this is the best way to promote Groove with these types of pictures and these types of footers on the bottom. What do you think, Brittany?
Yeah, right off the bat, I'm not sure what the purpose of the site is for. If it's more of like a personal profile, then we should kind of mention, whose page it is, what it's about, what they like to do, kind of like an about me profile page, or something. The point is, I don't really know what the site is getting. I don't know what the site wants us to do.
Yeah, it's pretty confusing, and I don't want to go through everything here because it would get lower scores, because it is completely different from what I've seen previously, and I don't know what the purpose of the site is. The images are too much. The text is non-existent, and, like, I'm I would not be able to comment on this page because I don't know what it does. So I will just leave it at that, and I can show you how to get rid of this VSL. So when you actually chose um, the template that you did, and I will show people which template you used the VSL template. Not pretty hard to understand. And how I know this is because on the top part there is a rounded corner. One of the header sections is rounded, and this shows up also over here. So this is this rounded corner. So as you can see here, now I have the let's just say that this is my page, and this is called VSL. So you will need to come in over here, edit settings, and here you change the name, so that it doesn't show VSL anymore, but it shows something that you want. Then it will not show up over here as a VSL anymore. That is something you will need to do for this page, and then when you are done renaming, just click this check mark icon, and it will be looking good then. So let's just jump over to Mel's website and have a look at this one. Okay, so it is immediately much better looking because she is using the template that we were just talking about for Kevin's site. Have a look, Kevin, how Mel created this site. So she's over here. She has a section about her, which I really like, and she is using the template for um, for her own purpose. It looks clean, it looks nice. Learn how to take back control of your time and in your business and life. Um, Very simple.
Call to action is very clear. I know what I'm going to learn, and then I'm going to join the free training right there. So
Absolutely. It is very clear the communication between the creator of the site and the visitor of the site is like instant. Like we know what each of us wants. And um yeah, this is why this type of a style and the layout works. People are used to it, and if it is filled with copy correctly, then the communication is just there. So I can see some of the things over here. I know Mel has commented also that she is struggling with adjusting to smaller screen sizes. Um, this is not something you need to do a lot if you are using a template, because the templates are already mobile optimized. It just happens when you change things on the page, like you want to move the images, things like that around, then these types of things happen. So what she is having issues with is, for example, this one. You can see text is getting hidden behind this section over here. And then when we resize this a bit smaller, you can see the button is on the text itself, the image is on the text, the text is behind the then the this image is on the other image, and it's like the footer the footer links are on the images as well, so it becomes a mess. And this happens most of the times when you are using the drag handles. So what I believe Mel was doing is designing her site for desktop first using the drag handles. When she transferred over um, to a mobile devices or smaller devices, it is just giving her trouble. um, this is easily fixed. I'm not quite sure if you want to go in and fix it, but what I would suggest to do instead is just to load in that template on a new page. Mel, you could do this, like just load in the template. Where is it? I believe this one, and save the blocks. So delete the blocks on your side, or uh, save the blocks from here to the blocks that you are using. For example, if you are using this block, just come over here and save it to no category, and now it is saved. You can also save the other blocks that you are using, so whenever you come on your page, and if it is giving you trouble when you are resizing the sections, like just import the saved block, put in your content, like your text, just copy and paste it over, put in your image on there, and these issues will be fixed. Just a tip: don't use the drag handles for resizing things. When you resize things like text, for example, or buttons, then it starts to give you these issues. So we are still working on fixing that. This is something that needs to be fixed on a deeper level in the builder. But for now, for sizing, use just a sizing option on the right hand side here. Just this sizing options. It is much better than using these type of sizings. When you're doing one, because now when you transfer over, sometimes the button is breaking, or the thing that you resized using the drag handles is breaking the smaller screens. But this was just a side rant. The goal is very clear, and this we already know. The trust factor is high, I believe, because it is really nicely laid out. However, I'm missing a bit more. So there is the the image of the person, but maybe a bit more about the product itself and who it is for, or something like that. um I don't know what you think, Brittany. Is there something that she should be adding on?
Um, I'm thinking some of the testimonials aspect. If you're speaking to, okay, how is this really helping people? Are they being helped? And then scroll up some. Yeah, more text around the goal setting, productivity, and time management. So what is it about goal setting that I'm going to learn? What is it about productivity that's going to help me spend my time, you know, in the right way? And then especially how am I going to manage that time? So what am I, and I see she does have like step one, step two, and step three. Um, so maybe that could be moved up or in those bullets rather than being separated.
Yeah, I agree. So if you have a program or a free training, have a like ask your people that finished this training what they thought about, and put this as a testimonial, put this as a review. It would help you a lot, promote your offer and the training better in the future. So I believe that is missing for people to see that this is something that other people actually use themselves. So I would put in those details in here, and I agree. There is not a lot of information about what people will be able to learn. So maybe you could do more about that. I really like the bonuses you're giving away. Um, yeah, that plus is just looking good. You're giving relevant bonuses, overcome excuses, massive motivation, limitless mind, and things like this. So this is very good, and you are giving them a free training as well. So it's just a bonus.
So are those kind of table of contents hard to read? Because sometimes I see the picture of the book, which we just discussed how to make it like a mock-up, but I would make those mock-ups and then maybe beside it have the bullets of just summarizing what's in it. Because to me, just looking at it, it's kind of hard to read there.
Yes. So this is something you could do this way. Table of contents is not the best way to like just to put in an image. If you are doing already table of contents, you could maybe do it this way. So on one of these templates that we were using, let me just see which one over here. You could do something like this. Just imagine that this is your mock-up, this is your product, limitless mind. Okay, so this is over here, and then over here you just have table of contents like bullet points, like page da da da. It's talking about that, but it's written out and it is on the side, and then below another mock-up with another table of contents, then another below. So maybe you can present it this way, because the image itself, as we've seen on a smaller devices, is just messing up everything big time. And then on the smaller ones, it is not like you cannot see, except if you zoom in by 200%. You cannot see what it says on there. So maybe this is something um, you could think about implementing. um, but yeah, all in all, trust factor is I would rank it with 8. There's a
Yeah.
bit more things that could be added on, but all in all, good. Design wise, let's just have a look. The colors are really nice. I really like the yellow. I don't know why, it just pops out with the whole black heading, like this navigation nav bar and the buttons and everything. The yellow just like it's really into, like, really popping out, and I really love it. Everything else on the page is looking good, except this table of contents, as I talked about. It is just looking a bit of like, I don't know, out of place, I believe.
And then check the buttons too, like we discussed previously, just making sure they have the same look and feel, whether it's text or the icons on it. So I see some of them have the carrot on it, and then some of them have the, like that one has the check mark. So just checking those. The one above it has nothing. So if you like one, just copy it, and I would just keep copying it all the way down the whole page so that you know it's the same.
Yep, very good, very good. I haven't even seen that one. But all in all, beautiful page. I would give a 9 for design.
Mhm.
The 9 is for this table of contents, and because it is giving you issues as well on the mobile devices. Brandability, let's just have a look. Productivity pack, do we have any logo? Okay, I like the logo. It is looking like the logo for Catch Me If You Can, that movie. It's looking pretty similar. um, it looks great with the brand colors, with matching the buttons. It looks great. And what else? What else? It's pretty dark and white side, so it's black and white and black and white and black and white. And I really like that there's a bit of yellow in there just to make it a bit more colorful. So looking professional. I really don't have anything else to say about that. Brandability, I would give it a score 10, even though I don't know the the extent of what you are trying to do. But I, for now, what I see, the brand colors, the logo, the name of it is pretty cool. Sum up actions to take. Try to like as Brittany said, the buttons, make just create one and copy it uh, all across the page. Add on more text over here. um, try to uh, try to add on some testimonials in case you have those. In case you don't have those, no worries. Once you have them, I suggest you to add them then. um, what else? Yeah, try to see if you have the ability to maybe save this block and then import it onto your site to use that one as a presentation of bonuses. And basically that is it, I believe. Good.
Yeah, good site. Looks good.
Krishna Marathe. Okay, Groove Funnels. Nice.
Groove Gaga. Is that Groove Gaga? Yeah.
Groove Gaga. Okay, I didn't even pay attention to that. GrooveGaga.com. I don't know what's Gaga, but
All I know is Lady Gaga.
yeah,
Oh,
definitely a creative site. I like the styling. It is following the same purple, this blue and pinkish colors. Um, I've seen these types of 3D elements on a lot of different sites, and so all these are images. So I can save this image, and basically I have a whole section of the page's image. So I don't know if this is something you created in a different platform, for example, Sketch or Figma or these site or website planning software, and then you imported the images or something. But these images will make your site load slower. um, I don't know, it looks good, but it is not. I don't know. I, what would you say, Brittany?
maybe he could, if you scroll up some, maybe he could create have the background as a background image and then bring text over. Would that help?
I believe it would. So if you could create using these 3D elements one image, you could put this as a background, and you can have the whole content. So everything that you have here, Groove's member, um, Bob Proctor, everything that you have here, you can create inside the builder itself. Um, I created in Canva. So you can have all this created inside the builder itself, and you can have a parallax effect type of an image in the background, so that the text is just on the side itself. I believe that would look like a futuristic site with these 3D effects and things like this. It would look great. um, it looks a bit too much. It looks a bit messy and unorganized at the point where it is now. Um, but yeah, so the goal of the site is not very clear from the beginning. Only at the end you're actually telling them, get your free account now, get started right here. So what I would suggest is have a look at other sales pages like sales funnel, or even templates that we have, and how they actually work with the with selling. If they are selling, well, let's just say this digital marketing training, we can convert this to be a sales page for Groove, and I've seen people do it.
Mhm.
Okay, so you talk about this one, then you immediately call them to action. Then you showcase about the app, like, and something in numbers. You can put in logos from the companies we integrate with, and then again another call to action. There is a flow which the template is following, but your site is not following. I really like these elements, or these 3D elements, but
Yeah.
the site itself, the copy is not guiding the customer through the information that they need to know. It's visually appealing, but it's not like, you cannot find out a lot of information about this. Um, what do you think about this?
I would say background colors. I normally go with one or two. So we have the black, we have the pink, we have the teal, we have the purple. So I would pick, three main colors if you could. So, my eyes playing tricks on me right now. So that would be my kind of little advice is just pick a couple colors that you like, and then you can enter like we already see the teal and the purple and all of that in your elements, which I really like the elements. But on the backgrounds, if we can stick to one or two, that would be helpful.
Yes, I completely agree. So the goal is there on the end of the page once. If you would have a page created from a template, you would have it multiple times. As you see here, there is a button on each almost mouse scroll, um, which which is needed. Even though if you think like, oh my god, I have already 5 buttons, like I don't need more. Actually, you do, and it was like, this is something like, why do people say in a YouTube videos like, subscribe to my channel? In case you don't say it, people will not do any actions. So the more times you tell them, the more times you call them to action, the more chances you have that they will actually click on it. So that's something the goal does. A trust factor, the site looks good, but there is nothing to learn from it. So i would I would not rank it, because I would give it probably a low score. Design wise, it is looking good because of these images, but it needs more structure in copy, and like, knowledge wise, you
Of why
teaching
I
people.
want to download or get Groove. Yep.
Absolutely. Why would I click on your button? Like, what is making me click on your button? I've seen that Bob Proctor is using, but why would I use it? Like, he's a world renowned speaker. Like, I'm not a world renowned speaker. So why would I use it? Give it a bit more information on the page. That would make your site a bit more trustworthy as well. Brandability, I'll just skip over this one because it is an affiliate page. Sum up actions to take, follow something that works. You can still use the elements that you have from Canva, and your images, but the structure and the layout of the page would look more in the flow, with the different separations of sections. And don't use that many colors as on your page. As Brittany said, it is bit too many, like 5 too many. So yeah, that's basically about that website. Let's just see. There was another lady who wanted me to review her site. I cannot find it here. Let me just see in the comments. Ah, yeah, here, Laura. So www.groovepages.com/Instagram. Made easy. Okay. Laura Shipment, Instagram made easy. Okay. You can see that the images that are loading in are too big, I believe. These are PNG images, which are very, very high resolution. And they are like, you've seen when the page was loading in, it took a while until they loaded in. So that's the first thing I suggest you to do. Just resize your images, your page would load faster. Okay. Join now for $77. I really love these images.
I like it.
Yeah. um these are like a cute little
Yeah, I love
images of
those.
these.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. So the page looks nice. The page looks the content and the illustrations and things like this, I really love these images over here. It looks nice, and the colors that you chose, this pink, it looks great. However, on some of the pages, on some of the parts, like for example here in the background, there's a lot of noise with colors and things like this. So I believe it would work better in case only just you were put on an image without this background of Instagram. If you were here and then you are saying, hi, welcome guys, to let me introduce myself, I'm this I'm Laura, and I created a program to da 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 da. Or you can go the other way, want to learn how to do XYZ using Instagram, register now, something like that. I don't know, that's something that I believe a strong call to action is needed to get people to read through your page and commit to giving $77 for learning Instagram. um, that's something I believe. Now I can see that these are things that are included: group coaching, templates, caption prompts, things like this. This absolutely needs to be bigger size. People, if they invest money, they want to know what it is inside. So this needs to be bigger, and the value, like show the value that this costs. Like this, the value is $375 or 500 or 350. A value of priceless. Your time is super valuable. It's time to get it back. It's like bigger, bolder.
So do you think she needs it in the photo and as a bold caption?
um Maybe not. I believe she created these images for some other things as well, so she can use it on the page here as well. But correct. So in case you want to, you don't have to have this one. Just use the image that you are using inside for this person typing on a laptop, or the person scrolling through Instagram, or just this image. You don't need the upper part and lower part with the text, because you can put the text through the page builder itself. Um, but otherwise, a very nice looking page. I don't know what the purpose of this red line is. I believe you're still working on building out your page. um but yes, so let's start. The goal is very clear.
Yeah.
It is to get, oh, where am I? Oh, here. To get people to register now. This is here, and it is immediately showing up on the page. um the trust factor, how would you rank the trust factor of this page, Brittany?
I see her logo. I see her. Scroll some. Do we have anything about her? Who she is? We have that a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah, a little bit. I believe she started building out her testimonials
Yeah.
over
So
here.
I
So
think once we get some of that element in there, I mean, seems like a good about 7 or 8.
Let's just say that you come onto this website and you're interested in learning about Instagram. Would you purchase this course for $77 just from the content you see on the page?
Let's see, group coaching, graphic templates, caption prompts. It seems like the content has, if I'm that's what I'm looking for, it seems like it has that. I probably would need a little bit more. What she's going to add is like testimonials and what does it solve for me. If you scroll up, what does she have in her like opening? Because I think that could be where there's a little bit more, what does this solve?
So the most comprehensive social media program created for busy business owners and entrepreneurs like you. Instagram Made Easy is the only program of a kind that not only shows you exactly how to create and execute an Instagram plan like a pro. Here's what you can expect: hands-on training, templates, coaching, co-working sessions, and so much more. Register here. Okay, so it's good. It's good. What I believe is needed on this page is mockups. And when you show group coaching, if you put it on a mockup like this one over here, it is more hands-on. Like group coaching, you have a mockup. For templates, like you can showcase a couple of those templates on your sales page. It would be represented better than just with one image. Like just put a couple of templates stacked up on top of each other, um, in a visual way, so that it represents the templates. Instagram captions, I have no clue what that is, and this image doesn't represent it well. So in case you are selling something for $77, I believe a visual representation is needed for that one, because Instagram is a visual platform, and people like to see pretty things on Instagram. And if you have pretty things, people will not have any problems paying for that. That's just what I believe. If I would come, I would probably read through the whole page before I purchase this $77. And because the trust of the site is didn't hook me, that it is not pulling me in and telling me everything is going to be all right. You're going to get the best value of the product that you purchase. So a little bit more work on that one is required to push me over the edge.
Yeah, and I was going to mention too, with anyone that's selling something, do you think that having those money back guarantees are helpful in building the trust as well?
Absolutely. Money back guarantees are big, and they do, like, for Groove, we on our pages on the first version of the website didn't have a money back guarantee, but we didn't put out on the page, but we did have a money back guarantee. And this one, like, I've seen comments like, yeah, I would have purchased if I would have had the money back guarantee. um a lot of these comments. So I believe other products can benefit from that as well, that if they invest, they can stay safe, that and like sleep well during the night, that their investment was not just stolen for nothing. So that is a big thing, and you can absolutely use this one, Laura. um, let's just go on to the design. From 1 till 10, what would you score this design?
Um, about a 7 or 8. I think just the beginning part could use, if it's like Instagram, right? If I'm looking for Instagram training, I know Instagram is very robust. They have all kinds of graphics, all kinds of, um, they're just further along, I guess, in how they promote and how they, um, I'm just looking for the pizzazz, I guess, of Instagram. And if you go on Instagram, you're seeing photos of, very beautiful, vivid photos. So I guess that could somehow come here, if we're talking about Instagram.
Absolutely, I agree. So if you're promoting Instagram, you are missing Instagram photos. And why are you the person that is teaching people how to do Instagram? Like, you must have a lot of Instagram photos, so just share them, or share your students' photos, the people who learn from you, share their photos, or you can do, which is a big one in health and wellness and things like this, industries, before and after. Like, you have a photo of a person, how they created their Instagram post previously and how they created after your after somebody went through your course, to your training. So visual representation is very important, and the more you can show them that how they will benefit, um, the easier it will be to sell. Like, the product will sell itself if the people can see how they can benefit from it.
Yeah, and even
So
engagement stats and how it's improved, or any metric that proves that this program works.
mhm, absolutely. So I would rank the design 8, only for the part because oh, where am I here? The the logo is a bit small, and it doesn't match this type of design. So what I would suggest you to do a black or a white version of this logo. Just do a color overlay completely, or in black or white, and make the logo a bit bigger. It would look more professional. It would look a bit better on this type of a bright pinkish colored website. The next thing, this image with this yellow, red, and purple in the background is not needed. In case you have just yourself, or when you're standing, or just doing something else, it is more friendly, more inviting than this one. It just, I believe this background is not needed in there. And if I would be you, I would be promoting an Instagram training. I would use a strong headline. Learn how to do Instagram the proper way in as easy as 1, 2, 3, or something like this. That is very on point. People, if they read this one line of heading, they know what they're getting, they know what you're selling, and they can prepare when they're reading the whole text below. And then you can have the most comprehensive social media, and you can have everything that you have here. It's just a strong headline will hook in the people and make them learn immediately what you're doing. um, that is what I believe. On some of these parts, this highlight color is not very needed. Like, even if you leave it out, it will not change a lot on your page. It could even make it better. So yeah, like about Laura Shipman, this is kind of okay, but testimonials, I wouldn't put it here. I would just make it a big section. That this is a different part of the page. So I would just leave out the highlight on there. Um, that's what I think about the improvements on the design.
Mhm.
So brandability, you can really brand yourself as the Instagram coach. There, it is a really hard market, really competitive. People that have thousands and thousands of followers are doing these types of trainings. So to actually get into this type of niche and get competing, you would need to create something really, really good, really valuable, or niche down. And this is what I would suggest you to niche down. In case you are competing against everybody that is doing Instagram trainings, you will probably not be in the top 10. But in case you are focusing on Instagram for moms, or Instagram for children, or Instagram for photographing your pets, or something like that, like, find a niche, make it your own. There you will be the queen of Instagram.
Mhm.
And this is simpler to be a big brand if you are niching down. So at this moment, I think you're trying to compete with everybody with your $77 course. Maybe that's not the best option. In case you choose a direction where you want to go, you would have more success. Um, that's what I think. Do you have anything else to add on this one?
If you scroll back up just one thing, I had a question about. pricing. So I see it here. Um, was it mentioned up above? Can you scroll up? Sorry. Yeah, so I don't know if that will turn people off by registering now and they don't know if it costs anything or anything. And then your second Instagram made easy, I would check that because it's the second one where it says Instagram made easy is the only program of its kind that not only shows you exactly how to create and execute an Instagram plan. So making that statement a little, I guess, easier to read and exactly showing what about your course is making it easy.
I agree. Yeah. Okay, so sum up actions to take. Try to work on this first part, how to hook in the people. I'm not quite sure where you will be using this page, if this is after a freebie download or if this is after somebody is already in your group, in your content, like receiving content from you. But think about stronger headline to hook people in. Register now maybe is not the best call to action before people went over through everything here. I would say join the training or learn Instagram the easy way or something like that would make it easier to sell. Um, See if you can create mockups and absolutely do more images of Instagram, like either yours or other people's that you were teaching. Um, People were saying here in the group that this joint for now for $77, a text seems disappropriate to the rest of the page. It feels like it's yelling and desperate. So I'm not quite sure about that. I didn't feel this vibe, but if it's just not me that is viewing this page, it's other people, so maybe you can look into that as well. This part is looking good, and basically that is it. So I believe now we created a huge value for these people that shared their sites with us. I don't want to continue on. We already did this for 2 hours. I want to let you guys have your time with your families as well, and also Brittany. I believe we had her the first time for 2 hours, and this is already for her maybe. Um,
I enjoyed it. I hope everybody can take the feedback and do some good things with their sites. So that was
awesome.
fun for me,
So
at least.
perfect. I want to thank you guys if you posted your sites. Thank you for trusting us. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening to us. I hope you will be able to take these tips and tricks and improve your pages with the information we just gave you. I want to thank you, Brittany, for being here today and for joining us and sharing your knowledge and expertise, and everybody that is watching us live. So in case we didn't manage to see your website, I will take on those links, and for the next show and tell, where we come on live on the camera and we talk about those sites. But for now, I just want to say I'm very happy with what the people in the group are producing, what kind of pages, and the styling, and they're learning a lot, and it's just making me super happy. So, with all that said, in case Brittany doesn't have anything else to add on this one,
Nope. Thank you, everybody.
awesome. I would like to thank you one more time and then hopefully see you in the Facebook community. So, thank you guys for watching, and